Avengers Doomsday is going to be ass. Yes, that's right, you heard me. Avengers Doomsday is going to be ass. Now, look, initially I didn't care about Avengers Doomsday, like, at all. In fact, I couldn't be bothered to care about the movie, but then, something magical happened. I woke up, and as the internet does, they were overhyping the fuck out of the trailer. So I watched the trailer, and I'll probably post my reaction alongside this video as well, as like a little short or something. But yeah, God, I don't understand. I don't get it, man. This is what people are all hyped up over? This is what people are losing their fucking shit over? This? Really? Look, if you like Avengers Doomsday, if you're hyped for it, that's fine. I'm gonna judge you, but that's fine. But can we stop doing this shit? Can we stop overhyping movies in the year of the big 26? Can we stop overhyping Marvel movies, especially when we know that they're not going to be that great? Let's just look at what we really have here. What is this movie really going to do? What is this movie actually going to tell us? Because my prediction is that Doctor Doom's gonna come around, and as a big show of power, he's gonna go around killing everybody and wiping out factions and dimensions and whatever, and then those left that are whatever survivors are gonna team up against Doom. Now, here's my thing. This is probably going to be the most nostalgia bait movie of the entire century. Bro, they're bringing back the old Fox X-Men. Like, come on, bro. You cannot look at the cast and objectively tell me that this movie is not some form of nostalgia bait when they are literally bringing back people from the 90s and early 2000s. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they're bringing back the old Fantastic Four with fucking Yoan, I don't remember your last name, I'm sorry. But wait, they can't do that, because they're also bringing back Evans as Captain America. The guy who said he was done as Captain America, the guy whose story was fully completed in Endgame, the guy who already had his happily ever after. But no, we now need to nostalgia bait because we need Captain America back. We need asses in seats. We need to sell tickets. I just don't understand the mentality of people of not being able to look at this for what it is. A nostalgia bait trap. That's all this movie is. That's all it's going to be. Now look, I hope the movie's good. I do, really. But I don't have any faith in it to be good. I've heard and seen that, we don't want it to be like Avengers Endgame. We don't want it to be like this and like this. But words only tell so much of the story. You can say all you want. You can spout out all the nonsense out of your mouth that you want, but it's the execution. It's the actions that speak, not your words. Your words don't mean shit. Now see, the other thing too is that it just, I've heard that this movie is going to be 3.5 hours, and one, that's just absolutely brutal, and I'm sorry to anybody that's actually going to see that. And two, 3.5 hours. I've heard Cope saying, that's going to be plenty of time to give every character their proper amount of screen time and all this other stuff, but nah, man. A 3.5 hour movie that's basically been hyped up at the level of Endgame, and we're going to be returning to the X-Men and all of these other old heroes, and from what I've heard as well, they might be bringing in other possible Marvel heroes from the old era. I just don't understand how red flags aren't going off in people's minds, how the alarm bells aren't going off saying, nostalgia bait alert, nostalgia bait alert. People wanted to try to call Spider-Man No Way Home nostalgia bait, and I could give you that. Fair enough, I guess. But that movie didn't just focus on the nostalgia. That movie didn't just focus on, hey, here's all these old characters, you'll smile and be happy and blah blah blah. I think the plot of this movie is going to be so dreadfully just meh that it's not even gonna matter. The only thing that's really gonna matter is pointing at the screen and oohing and ahhing when your new favorite character comes on screen, when an old character that you haven't seen before comes on screen. I don't understand why we're going through this cycle again. Do y'all remember how fucking hyped up Captain America Brave New World was? Do you remember the hype around that movie? And then it came out and it was the biggest flop of probably the decade for Marvel. Well, that's not true because the Marvels came out around that time as well. But the point is that movie got overhyped to hell for nothing, for no result, for no end game, for nothing. It was a mid-ass movie that people completely forgot existed. Genuinely. I think at best at best, Avengers Doomsday is going to be mid. And in the current landscape of the internet, being mid is worse than being bad. I mean, it's pretty unreal, to be honest. People are treating this shit like it's the release of the Bible too. Like, Jesus Christ is coming back on December 18th, 2026. Like, just relax a bit. Damn. So, to the people out there that are coping and hoping that this movie will be good, for your sake, hey, I hope it will be good. But I'm one of the people that doesn't live in a fantasy land, so, yeah, this movie's probably not going to be that great. It's probably going to be extremely nostalgia baity. I mean, if you take this video as a personal attack, that's just on you. You're just a loser. But honestly, I'm just look, I'm just ranting here and just trying to get some shit off my skull, because this has kind of made me mad, to be honest. How much people are just completely hyping up this movie and blowing it out of proportion. Marvel doesn't even need to market their movies anymore, because these dumbasses online will literally do free marketing for Marvel. They will just go crazy and just be Marvel's free marketing team. Fuck the PR, fuck the marketing, fuck all of that. Let's just have people on the internet do it. Like, dude, this hype is so overblown and so unwarranted for a movie that we know basically nothing about. And you could say the same, and you could say, oh, well, you know, you're just hating and etc. And I mean, whatever, that's fair. But I've also been around to these kind of things for a very long time, and I know how much the internet has a very frequent tendency to like to overhype things, especially Marvel movies, and then they come out and they're mid and they're kind of crappy. Like, I remember that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness also got quite a bit of hype. That movie is the middest Marvel movie I think I've ever fucking seen. I literally went to go see that in theaters with my brother, and the second I stepped out of the theater, I completely forgot the movie. It was so irrelevant. So look, all I'm saying is I'm just some dude on the internet whose opinion doesn't really matter that much. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I'm just trying to say, temper your expectations. Do not be one of those people that overhypes movies, and then when the movie comes out and it doesn't meet your expectations because your expectations were set too high, don't go crying and saying, oh, this is a foul on them and blah blah blah, when you're the one that's putting your expectations too high. Marvel hasn't proven yet that they can deliver on something like this. They've delivered what? Maybe 2-3 good movies within the last 5 years. I just don't understand where this blind faith is coming from. All of these people, RDJ, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, all these people coming back, and people want to say that this isn't the most nostalgia bait movie of the decade. All right. We'll see about that. Anyways, it's been Lux. I just wanted to rant, and please just keep your expectations tempered. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. If you like the movie, go see it. I really hope that it's good, but that's just my opinion. So, yep. I'll get off of here now and go work on my video. Hopefully I'll have that done by the end of this month. See ya.